All right, now that you know the things that you need to cook your food and to make your drinks, let's talk about what you need to clean up. Now, don't get too worried. We're gonna talk later on about how you clean up, but for now, let's just talk about all the gear you need to clean up with. So, after you make your food and drink, the first thing you're gonna need is some storage devices. So, here is something you've probably seen, Tupperware, Rubbermaid, whatever you wanna call it. This one's by Glad, there's some by Ziploc, there's different brands that do it, but this is basically cheap plastic storage containers, and believe it or not, like, I actually think you should have some of these. They are not bad to have. They're very inexpensive. For like $5–10, you can get a huge multi-pack of these. Now, the downside is they can absorb odors and they can get stained. So after a while, you may need to toss them out, but that's fine because they're cheap. And also, if you are microwaving them or putting really hot things in them, they can deform and maybe that lid won't close anymore. Again, not that big a deal because you can throw them out. So not opposed to having some of these around the house, especially if you use a lot of leftovers. However, the better recommendation is going to be these Pyrex storage containers. And for these guys, it's that glass that we were talking about. So it can get hot, it can go in the microwave, it can go in the oven, you can even make a creme brulee in it. So they're good. The only downside of them is if you drop them, they are fragile and they could break. And there's multi-packs with those. You can get all the different sizes, and they've got rectangle kinds too if you like that for taking leftovers to work or something like that. So would highly recommend those. They don't get stains and they don't get smells like the plastic ones do. And then there's another kind that we recommend, which is called Snapware. And those have a little lid, which I'll call little hands that actually grab to snap the lid closed. Whereas this is more just kind of, I don't know, tension, holding it closed. So this actually may leak. You know, I wouldn't put some soup in here and then throw this in your backpack. It may leak. The Snapware will not. And the Pyrex will do a better job than the plastic ones here probably. But the Snapware, I think, is the best rated for keeping those liquids in there. All right, one other type of storage container you might want is mason jars. And mason jars are very versatile. You can put liquids in them, you can put solids in them, whether it be dry goods in your pantry or something that you want to put in your fridge. They're very versatile and they're pretty inexpensive. However, if you don't want to spring for those, one little hack is to just save the glass bottles you get normally. So this is just like a jar of salsa, and you can just wash this out in the dishwasher or in the sink, and voila, you got a free storage container. Well, kind of free.